So my girl came back from the UK and said she must feel my touch before going back, and that is totally understandable because who would want that? And of course, I filmed this gorgeous tutorial for you guys, and if this is what you're interested in, you have to keep watching. So hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Judith. If you're new, please don't make it your last, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in. And I already trimmed the brows off the camera, so I'm just using the brush to take it off, and to cleanse her face, I'm using the Laveda Amanda micellar water. Yes, that's what the brand is called, Lavender Amanda. Make sure you clean out, take out any dirt on the skin. Then I went ahead with my green tea setting spray to spray her skin, to hydrate her skin. You want to use your brush to push in that product into her skin. See how she was smiling. She was really enjoying this. It's been a long time. I think the last time I did her makeup was 2 years ago when she got married, and she was really enjoying this. Next, I went into her lip with the Nia Beauty lip balm. I think it's called the lip therapy, and she wanted to take this lip balm, but I said no, please, that's the last one I have, because every client that comes takes this, and that's exactly why she's laughing, because I used to have like 8, and every client that comes I keep giving them one until finished. Next, I went into her skin with the serum. This is a hydrating serum from Omari Code. Omari Code is a Nigerian brand that has lots of amazing products, so I used my brush to blend that into her skin. Just apply it, try to push it into her skin, and I was being really tender, because I am actually really tender when I'm applying makeup. My touch is really tender, and she was really enjoying it. She has a dry skin, so we are working or prepping her skin accordingly. So this is the moisture bomb. This is Missmetic moisture bomb, a Nigerian brand. Also is a moisturizer, an oil infused moisturizer, perfect for people with dry skin. But on myself, I have like an oil skin, but when I'm doing my skin prep, I prefer to use the moisture bomb because of the glow it leaves on my skin. Next, I went into her skin with the Missmetic Power Cell. This is a sweat control and oil control tonic to control the oil and sweat on her skin. I know she has a dry skin, so she's most likely not to get oily, but then we have to play safe. Apply that on the T-zone only, let it dry before going into the next product. So the next product I went into is a hydrating primer from Omari Code, because she has a dry skin, so we're not going into it with a mattifying primer. But of course, trust me, to always want to play safe, I went into the T-zone with a mattifying primer. Doing that, I use my Gentle Dove Cosmetic. So just to seal everything, hydrate and seal the skin prep, I use this hydrating spray on it. And these are the 3 foundations I'll be using. I mix these 3 shades to get her perfect shade and perfect undertone. I barely use 1 or 2 foundations on the skin. Most time I mix like up to 4 different foundations. I don't know why, but it just works for me, and I don't think I'm ever coming back to that part of this my makeup journey where I'll have to use just 1 foundation. At least 2 is fine. 2 is fine. So I just apply that with a brush. She's a very soft beauty sponge to blend that into her skin. Trust me, she was really enjoying this, and she slept off at some point because this touch was so soft and tender, and she enjoyed every bit of it. So just when you're blending your foundation, make sure you're light-handed. Don't be harsh on the skin, guys, because the more tender you are, I believe, okay, let me say this in my own words, the more tender you are, the more flawless and unpatched your makeup or your foundation is going to appear. No, that doesn't make sense, but just be tender on the skin to have like a very good foundation application. So I asked her to just raise her neck so I can apply the foundation, take it to that part of her skin, because we don't want any demarcations. So doing that, making sure the foundation is well blended, and when I went into her skin with this blush. This is the Nuban Beauty blush in coral. It has like this orange shade, but it looks like pink from this video, but trust me, that coral is orange. Very little quantity, very tiny quantity, goes a very long way. So I apply that where I'm supposed to apply it, take the excess to her nose and also to her forehead area. Next, to conceal or to highlight her skin, I went into the skin with the Kevyn Aucoin concealer in number 8. So I just use a brush to apply that on the skin. One very good thing about this concealer is that it gives you time to blend. It's full coverage and it gives you time to blend, and it's a concealer that you can always mix with other brands, and it works perfectly well. So you don't have to be scared of mixing this concealer, or when you're using this concealer, you don't have to try and rush because it gives you a lot of time to blend. So while when I'm using concealer, I apply every part of the skin where I need to apply. Let's breeze touch it a little bit, like just let it like get tacky a little bit, then I just blend in with my beauty sponge. So while doing that, I'm very soft on the skin, just making sure that I'm not lifting anything at all. So to contour, or to bronze rather, I used my Ingloss foundation in 0304. It has like this sun kiss glow effect, that bronze look. If you don't have this foundation, just try and get it, because this is one products that you don't want to find missing in your kits. It's very beautiful on the skin, especially on light skin. So because I felt like after the contour, I just felt like this concealer was not bright enough, because she wanted glammed, something really different, which is, if it was left for me, that concealer, that highlight was okay, but she just, really wants to be glammed up. And I said, okay, hold my glass. So I went ahead to apply more concealer, but this time a lighter shade. And what I used here, I used my Yanka Beauty in SMC1 to do that, but very little quantity, because I already have enough concealer under her eyes. So very little quantity, and I went ahead to blend. Now it's time to set. So set with the pressed powder first, but before doing that, make sure you blend and make sure under the eyes is not creasing. So that is the essence of blending before applying anything under the eyes. So I went ahead with my blending brush to just like a very small blending brush to apply the pressed powder on the skin before going ahead to apply my setting powder. This is the Mirac setting powder in Ginger, one of the best setting powder in the market right now. So guys, when setting under the eyes, make sure you take very little quantity, and if you can, please get this powder puff, this one that has like the triangle shape. It helps setting under the eyes really easy. It makes it easy. Yeah, it just makes it easy because it already has that shape that you need to give the eyes a lift, and also set every part of the skin where you conceal, on the bridge of the nose, on the forehead area. So to intensify the contour, or the bronzer rather, I went into her skin with the Fenty Beauty powder, Pro Filter powder in 400 to do that, because this is just like the perfect shade for me, and it works very well for me when I'm working on light skin. So I just set, and I went ahead to contour the bridge of her nose. I didn't do cream contour in this case. I just wanted to use the powder to do that. So it's just to make it really soft. So it's not compulsory, it's not a must that you do the cream contour on the nose. So for powder all over her skin, she was really excited I was using Fenty Beauty on her. So that's what she said, they're using Fenty Beauty on me, and she was really excited. I was like, this powder is so soft on the skin. I said, yes, yeah, it's soft, and the money is not soft. So it's what every penny. I highly recommend this powder. Is great. It's worth every penny. If you can afford it, by all means, please go for it. So I just use that to set all over her skin, and just to intensify the contour, I use my Lady V V Beauty Ladies Night Out updated blush palette to do that. I mixed the orange and the pink and the palette, and it was just giving me exactly what I want. I'm not sure why she was laughing though, but it must be really funny because we had a really good time, guys. So time to do the brows. I couldn't find my spoolie, so I opted for my pencil that has like a brush underneath it, like on the other side of it. So just to do the brows, the regular way I do my brows. If you haven't followed me on this channel, you already know, but if you're new here, I'm going to leave a link to my brow tutorial in the comment section, so you catch up in case you really want to see. If you want like a detailed video of all how I do my brows, I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So if you're still on this video up to this point and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, this is the best time to subscribe to my channel. Please don't leave my channel without subscribing, because I guarantee you every single time you spend on this channel will be worth your while. So please subscribe, turn on the post notification to my post, give this video a very big thumbs up, and please don't forget to drop a comment for me in the comment section. Especially if you're new, I want to meet you guys in the comment section. Just drop a comment for me. Basically, let me know I have a new subscriber on this channel that came from this video. So I conceal the brows with the same concealer I used to conceal to highlight her face. So now I'm just, you know, setting the parts where I concealed and using the opportunity to just, you know, contour the nose properly, try to fix anything I need to fix. So time for the eyeshadow. I use, this is my eyeshadow primer, the Ben Nye Clan White. So when you are doing this, make sure you blend your eyeshadow primer properly, because however your eyeshadow primer turns out, that is how your eyeshadow is going to turn out. What I like to do is, after applying my eyeshadow primer, or my eyeshadow base rather, I like to use like a powder to just blend out the edges and move on with my eyeshadow. So for transition, I used the orange from my palette, from my eyeshadow palette, went into it with the brown like I'm doing now. And the key to achieving a flawless eyeshadow depends on your blending. So just keep blending like your life depends on it. And trust me guys, at this point I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just had something in mind, something soft but not nude. I wasn't going for like a nude makeup or a natural kind of look, but something not really harsh. So when I was done blending, I went into the eyelid with the green from my eyeshadow palette. In my head I was like, this is nice, but when she opens her eyes and see this, she'll be like, Judy, it's green. But I already know who my friend is, so I was not going to leave this green eyeshadow like this, but it was really looking nice, especially if I had used black on the outer corner, but that wasn't the look I was going for. So I went ahead on top of it with a gold from my palette, and it was just giving me green gold just beneath. The green was just coming beneath the gold. Like, I'm trying to explain what's going on in this video, but you already understand, so I don't confuse you guys and confuse myself, but this is what it is. So I just went ahead with a little bit of pink pigment just on top of it. She likes pink pigment, I know, so I just went on top of it with a little bit of pink pigment, and you know, just to darken the outer corner of the eyes. I used a black. Like I said earlier, she was sleeping at some point in this video because my touch is really soft and tender, and she was sleeping. Nora really stressed me at this point, but I love her, so I didn't complain. I was never going to complain, and I just needed her to enjoy it because it's been a while, and I don't know when next she's going to sit on my chair. So it was just, I really enjoyed it actually. So I make sure I blend the black properly, went under her eyes to line her waterline with the Merac charcoal black pencil. Guys, if you don't own this charcoal black pencil at this point, you should, because this is the best, I mean the best pencil liner. It's mattifying, it's black, and it's easy to apply. This is one product you don't not want to have. I don't know why I keep saying that, but this is one product you should have. So on top of her, like her lash line, I lined it with the Tahila Cosmetic Gel Liner and just went ahead to just blend the outer corner, like the edge, and smudge it a little bit because I didn't want it to have that sharp wing. So I did the false lashes off camera. So right now I'm trying to just blend the skin, everything, seal everything together. So I'm using my Nuban Beauty compact powder in #1 to blend, you know, under the eyes, her forehead, her chin, take out excess product. So I went ahead to intensify the blush because I really love blush, and I think she does too. So I just went ahead to intensify the blush, use my powder brush to just seal everything in, just to make sure there's no demarcation between the contour, the highlight, the foundation, the blush, everything. And of course my setting spray to seal everything into the skin and make it into one layer. I use my Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is one setting spray I love so much. I really do. So before you go ahead to seal in with your beauty sponge, you have to make sure you fan her face and make sure it's dry, like 98%, almost dry. Please don't go into the skin with your beauty sponge if the setting spray is still very wet on the skin. It's going to lift your makeup. So to highlight, I'm using the Makeup Revolution highlighter palette to highlight her skin, just, you know, just a little bit basically. Moving on, for more natural glow, I use the Miss Metic glaze in Coral Hills. This has like a little bit of like orange undertone, just very little, it's not obvious, just to give that more glow, but like a more natural glow. and I was really loving it because it was turning out exactly how I pictured it in mind. So after applying that on the cheek area, I just take it all over her skin just to give me that evenness. So for her lips, we were going for a nude lip, but not like completely nude, but it's nude. So I lined with my Davis brow pencil. This Davis brow pencil is not just for the brows for me, it also serves as a lip liner for me as well. So apply that and apply it very well. I went into it with a brush to blend that into her lips. I don't like just lining the lips and going into it with the lipstick straight up without blending. So for my iMagic lip palette, I took the shade of pink, very light shade of pink on the skin. So blend that into the skin completely and blend it into the brown. Just make sure there is no demarcation. Went into the skin with this Avo nude lipstick in 49 to give me that nude effect that I'm looking for. I didn't want it to be like so nude that you won't see anything on the lips, but I just wanted it to match to her skin. So to gloss, I'm using the Supro lip gloss in the shade Vein. I really love this lip gloss a lot, but I don't like using it alone because it doesn't give me that shine enough. But I love the shimmer it has. I love the shimmer it has. So after doing this, I just go ahead with additional lip gloss on it, of course if the client wants. But for this makeup with Nora, I was in charge of whatever I do on her face, so she gave me the go ahead to do whatever. Next, to finish up, this is a glow spray from the Nia Beauty Plus. The spray makes a lot of difference. It just gives you that glow on the skin and everything will be fine. To seal the makeup in, I went into it with the Supro Stily spray, and that is it. That makeup is not gonna move. So this is a finished look, guys. Let me know if you enjoy this look, and if you do, please give it a very big thumbs up. Nora really loved her look and she was happy. So subscribe to my channel if you're not, and bye for now.